Anderson, and welcome to Bedford County Sports Live. Mr. Kenny Parker, Coach Kenny Parker alongside, and we've got a very special guest from Green Bay.
Yes, sir.
Flew all the way here just
all
to
the
see
way
us.
here just for this.
He came down to buy a car.
I did just buy a brand new car, and it feel like I'm driving a spaceship compared to what I was driving before. It's crazy. It's awesome.
We're glad to have you back.
So, all that technology is nice on a car.
It is
until it breaks.
Then
you can't work on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I got the warranty, so hopefully that helps.
Let's thank our sponsors real quick. First Bank, 508 Madison Street, 931-680-7580. Brett Kennedy and his great staff down there.
Mm-hmm.
Check them out for all your banking needs. And we've got Kincaid
Service Company.
Right here in Shelbyville Market, Eve Kincaid. Stop by and see him, 400 Madison Street, 684-5662. Service is Kincaid's middle name. You get something down there, they're going to.
I saw the truck going out the other day.
Right?
Yep. They're going to take care of you, and you buy something new, they'll take your old stuff away.
That's big.
Big.
Nobody does that anymore. Stop in and see Mark and Eve Kincaid and that great staff down at Kincaid Service Company. Also, Corner Cleaners, 1200 Madison Street, 684-9688. Dry cleaning, laundry service, drive-through, overnight drop box. Prom's coming up.
I'll be seeing her this week.
You will?
Yep. I got some clothes I need to get to her, and you know what? If I take them to her on Monday, I'll probably get them on Tuesday.
You can't beat that.
No.
So when I was in high school and I got my tuxes, they were all at Corner Cleaners, every one of them. So
that's great. Stop in and see them. Prom just around the corner. Dry cleaning and all. Right there, Corner Cleaners right here in Shelbyville. All right, guys. We got some NFL talk about. There's a game tomorrow.
There's a game tomorrow, but there's a lot of other things happening in the NFL. Everybody knows about the game, but Coach Vrabel may be going to Wisconsin. You got
Chip Kelly leaves UCLA to go be the OC at Ohio State.
That's
yes, and then Alabama's lost their offensive coordinator, the one that came with Coach DeBeer.
Where'd he go?
He's going to be the OC at the Seahawks, Seattle. So, gonna be a little change up there. I'm glad to see Coach Vrabel get with he will do great in Wisconsin.
Oh yeah.
He and I think is it Fickle?
Yeah,
Luke Fickle.
They coach together at Ohio State, so
they have a very similar coaching style too. So they'll pair well.
Watch how these head coaches are getting out of college. This NIL thing's changed things.
And then we've got a local guy, Dante Hightower, is now going to New England, and he's going to coach the linebackers.
Really?
Played at Marshall County High School.
Breaking news over here. I've been told yesterday was Mr. Bill Anderson's birthday, and we missed it somehow. So happy birthday to Bill Anderson.
Well, happy birthday, Bill.
We're not going to ask how many, and we
No,
can't put a birthday cake in here.
Hey, all I know is you don't want to miss one.
That's
the
right.
first
That's
one you
right.
miss,
The first one you miss is not good.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
let's talk just real quick about some of these staff and hires of the Titans. You flew with the NFL. What do you think of the new staff of the Titans?
Well, so a lot of the guys, I honestly haven't heard of a whole lot. I've heard of Callahan, being with the Bengals, and then I've definitely heard of his dad.
His dad was the big get,
and I think that's the number one thing the Titans have been needing. I've been telling Dad if the Titans have 10 draft picks this year, they need to spend about 10 of them on the offensive line because hopefully 3 of them will stick.
Go ahead.
But those are the 2 big ones that I've heard of, but the rest of them I honestly haven't.
I believe the defensive coordinator is a big one too, because I believe that was probably when McDonald left and took the Seattle job, the DC.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was the in-house guy that they wanted, but luckily, I don't know how Callahan got that. Was a good get.
I was going to say he was the DB coach with the Ravens, right?
Correct.
Have you seen how this? We talked. You made mention of just a second ago. This NIL and transfer portal, how it's changed things.
Mm-hmm.
What you're seeing now a lot of college coaches going to the NFL,
right? Where you don't have
and
to
the NFL coaches going back to the college area. So it's rotated. The college guys are coming to the NFL, and the NFL guys are leaving and going back to coach college ball, where you don't have to worry about all that.
So our new defensive coordinator in Green Bay was the head coach at Boston College,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hafley. So excited to work with him. But yeah,
and you have probably a whole new defensive. Yeah, I know you've been working with Aaron Helps with the defensive line.
Yep.
Going to have a whole new defensive staff.
Well, defense did need a little work.
Well, they played well toward the end, but
it'll be playing this weekend.
It'll
Right.
still be a
Still
different. It'll be a little different scheme, but we're curious to see what's going to happen.
Let's thank our sponsors one more time. First Bank right here in Shelbyville and Kincaid
Service Company
and Corner Cleaners.
You're gonna throw
right here in Shelbyville. All right, guys. Super Bowl's tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
That's the Parkers having a big party.
They are.
Oh, are we?
Dave and Angie is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we are then.
All right. Dave and Angie having a big Super Bowl party.
There you go.
All right, you look at this game. I'm not going against Patrick Mahomes, guys. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not picking against Patrick Mahomes anymore.
As much as I want to, I want the 49ers to win because they're the ones that beat us and put us out, but I don't think you can go against the Chiefs.
The team that beat y'all and put y'all out were y'all. But I agree. They say what they want to about Mahomes and Kelsey and their defense and their receivers not being productive, but they win.
I think the guy to look at is going to have a big game is going to be Pacheco.
Yeah.
Because, everybody talks about the 49ers defense and all those big, huge stars they have on there. But the past couple games in the playoffs, they haven't really showed up, especially in the first half and into the second half. So I see Pacheco having a pretty good game against the 49ers.
I see the 49ers winning. It's time for them to play a complete game, and we're going to finally see a Mr. Irrelevant, or however you say that word, win a Super Bowl.
Well,
I think they will. And they can call him a game manager, but I'll be a game manager if you win all the time.
I'm not going against Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not going against that Chiefs defense, which is playing.
But you know what? We talk about Patrick Mahomes. We talk about the defense and all that. We don't talk about Andy Reid.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
Andy,
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, definitely. And I'm just going out. This could be his last one.
Helen Raby comes in, 49ers.
There you go.
I don't see Andy doing this much longer.
You say he's definitely getting up there in age, but
I don't see him come that. And if that happens, that will be another.
Is him and Mike Tomlin the last two long tenured coaches that are.
When you're rolling like they're rolling, you got Mahomes.
That's true.
Why not just keep on going? And I'll tell you another thing about the Chiefs organization. Look how well they draft every year.
Yeah, I mean,
they are a well-run football team from Andy Reid to the front office all the way across the board.
You say the same thing about the 49ers as well.
Oh, sure. The 49ers are awesome.
They may be one of the best drafting teams in the NFL because all their big-name guys they've drafted.
I got a question for you guys. Maybe y'all can explain this to me. Let's just say the 49ers win. You going to pay Brock Purdy $50 million just because he's a quarterback? I mean, at some point, just because you're the quarterback, what entitles you to $50-60 million? Now, there's a few that might get it.
Are you going to pay Love the same thing, Jordan?
No, I don't put any of these guys on the level with Mahomes and Allen and a couple of them. And just because you're the quarterback, what makes you to take up that much salary cap?
Well, I think that's
I don't get it.
The way that I think if you were to get paid almost $35 million a year, $40 million a year, you'd be the 12th highest paid quarterback. So I think that's just going to be the going. If you've got a guy that's going to be any kind of.
But do you have to go top Mahomes and everybody else and keep going to the top just because you play the position?
Yeah, I don't think you have to. You have to break the record every single time.
Because it seems like that's what they're doing.
But they're going to be asking for $35 million, $40 million a year.
The reason they're asking for it is because it's out there, and they know they got a chance to get it. Now, on the other hand, if you pay one person that kind of money, that leaves you less money to build your team with.
A whole lot less.
That's what Belichick was so good with at New England, and that's why they were, their guys would not sign for as much or, these short-term contracts. I've always said contracts ought to be incentive-based.
Oh, I agree 100%.
I think they all ought to be. Everybody should have a a target rate that you start with.
But you pay the guy $50 million, and he tears his ACL.
Yeah.
You're out a third of your cap.
How many times have you ever seen, or you see this all the time, a guy that's playing first, second year, knowing this is his last year, this is going to be, and have a really, really good season because they're playing hard, because they know they're getting ready to be signed, and then they get signed, they're right back down there.
Especially see that with running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Right after they get the
you
big
see
deal.
them really peak right before. But I've always thought it. Now, on the other hand, if you do it that way, then you may have some. Well, he ain't giving me the ball, and if I don't score touchdowns, I don't get money. So you could see.
I think you saw some of that in Philadelphia this year.
Probably get a
I
lot
think you saw a lot of it in Philadelphia during that bad stretch they had. A lot of that was going on. Well, guys, all right, real quick, let's do the predictions. You go on 49ers.
I'm 49ers.
I'm going Chiefs.
David?
I'm going 49ers.
All right. I'm not going against Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going against Andy Reid. I will not do it. I've done it already in the playoffs twice, and I'm not going to do it again.
That defense is going to cause too much havoc on Brock Purdy.
I think so, too, and I think Brock Purdy may, if he have not such a good game against his defense.
Yeah. All right. We got that. What's after the Super Bowl? The draft.
Yep.
What are you thinking, Bill? You were the Titans.
What are the Bears going to do? They keeping Fields?
I wouldn't.
No, they're going to trade him.
I think they're going to trade him.
They're going to trade him.
I see him going to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see happening.
No, I think they're going to trade him.
Again, he's coming up on a contract at the end of his deal here to where you're going to have to pay him, and you got a chance to go get the kid from USC or whoever you like. And I think
and they got a new OC.
I'm surprised they don't have a new head coach. I thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, it very well could, but I see them moving him on.
And the draft's in Detroit this year.
And to me, the key pick in this draft is who's going to get Marvin Harrison.
Yep.
Somebody's going to get lucky.
I agree. He may be the best player.
Somebody's going to get lucky. What are the Titans going to
do? Well, we'll see. I mean, offensive line, you could obviously say that you think that's what they're going to do, but who knows? You got Callahan here.
I'm going to tell you right now, if they don't go Notre Dame or Penn State,
watch the Georgia tight end. He's going to be a player.
Well, he's going to be good.
The Titans would take him, but watch him.
Tamara Price comes in. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Kenny. Good morning, David. Good morning, young man watching from the West Coast.
Perfect. There we
go. That's Aaron
awesome.
Parker.
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Tamara.
West Coast, are you rooting for the 49ers?
No, I think she is.
There you
go. She was in last week, and
she was pulling for Detroit.
She was pulling for Detroit last week. Yeah,
I was too.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were also. Yeah. We were. But you get him. You still got to block.
Sure.
And I'm telling you right now, if you don't block, you got a young quarterback. Build a line around him. I
think your coaching upgrade from Callahan on the offensive line with Dad coming in here is going to be tremendous. All of a sudden, Dylan Radins may look a whole lot better.
Don't disagree with you, but you got to have. I mean, when you got a chance to build an offense around this new quarterback, this young quarterback, build along a line that's going to be able to be there with him.
It's going to hurt me to ask. Derrick Henry's probably not coming back, is he?
Probably not, because I think he wants to win a Super Bowl. I think he wants to go to a contender, and I understand that. Yeah. I think he's earned the right.
I agree. That's what he's one of. I
just really don't want to see him in a Ravens uniform.
Yeah.
I could even take Dallas. I'm okay with that. It's just not the Ravens.
And I'm going to tell you, I think the Titans.
Keep them in the AFC.
I put the Ravens.
Yeah, I think Ravens. Keep them in the AFC.
I think the Titans will offer him.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
But it's going to be on Derrick.
And that's good. I think he's earned the right to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, guys, let's wrap this up. Thanks to our sponsors, First Bank right here in Shelbyville, 508 Madison Street, and Kincaid
Service Company.
Where service is their middle name.
There you go.
Corner Cleaners right here in Shelbyville. Tuxes, proms, all that stuff's coming up. Dry cleaning. They got all sorts of stuff down there you don't know about. You need to check them out down there. And great service.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you can say about all three of these businesses, they're all good, solid businesses right here in town, and they support athletics in our schools.
not just athletics,
Nope.
but everything in the county.
I sure do.
Uh,
Well, everybody, hope you get to see Taylor Swift like my daughter. I think she'll just watch the Super Bowl just to see Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I bet you'll see her a couple times.
but you know, I saw something the other day that Kelsey's mother said she wasn't sitting in the box with her.
Well,
Controversy.
it is kind of funny though. How much money's the NFL made off the Taylor Swift
Oh
thing?
my goodness.
Oh man,
There's no telling.
it's all about cha-ching.
Was that all staged, or was that just
No,
natural
Well,
real life?
I think
playing out?
the NFL is definitely wanting to bring in newer fans that they don't have.
Uh-huh.
And
Hey.
I think the Taylor Swift fans are probably mostly people that aren't going to be watching football.
you know,
But I
and,
bet they will tomorrow.
and if the you know they're betting on everything now, what if Kansas City wins? Will we see somebody go to a knee?
Don't do it. No.
No.
No, but David's over shaking his head.
No way.
Uh,
Man, I will just. I'm.
well, it
I
got
know.
close last week.
You want to talk about scripted? That would be.
Yeah.
Well, we cannot have a show without the Todd Bobo line because he
Yeah.
always appreciates this. The Todd Bobo line is Kansas City's getting 2 points. Does that shock you?
No.
It doesn't shock me because on paper I think the 49ers should win, but I don't think
Look at
it's
how
hard to
they
go
played
against
in the
Mahomes.
playoffs. San Francisco, to be honest with you, was playing better in the regular season. They played in the playoffs.
Oh,
They have a half like they had against Detroit.
Yeah.
They're doing.
or Packers.
Or the Packers. You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah, and they've both games they've started out.
Guys,
bad.
I know y'all have already signed off, and this is unofficial broadcasting going on right here.
Oh,
but,
is it?
But yeah, no, we're still live.
Okay.
Andrea Hooper Anderson, your wife,
Uh-huh.
she made this statement. All right, she had to comment on this. No controversy. Mama Kelsey just likes watching the game in the stands, especially such an important game.
Oh yeah, she's
I
a real
got you.
sports
It's
fan.
not about
She likes being
getting
out
in the
crowd.
box. It's about in the stands.
Oh yeah, likes the
There you
real
go.
experience.
There
She
you
go.
knows. She's got some insight right there.
Right
There you
there.
go.
Perfect.
Outstanding.
I'm same way. I've watched games in the booth, and I can't stand it. I want to be on the. I want to
You will
be.
be on the sidelines.
I do. I want to be dodging bullets. I do.
It's pretty awesome. It's fun.
But everybody watch the Super Bowl. It's coming up at 5:30
Yep.
tomorrow. It'll probably really kick off about 6:30 or 7 o'clock because you'll have to have all the ads and all the good stuff.
Mhm.
But anyway, Coach Young show coming up on Monday. And get out and support the local teams this week.
That's
Just
right.
the tournament. We got the tournament out of Cascade, and we got a Coffee Candy with the 2 districts.
Mhm.
So that's just not a far drive for anybody. Check out some good basketball as the tournaments get going.
And got good wrestlers going today.
And we got wrestlers going.
Got good wrestlers going today. So you get a chance. Get there. Shovels at Cane Ridge,
Right.
Cascade Community at Eagleville.
We'll be here Monday night, guys, and we'll see you next Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. As